everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's a very exciting one. I'm doing a Sephora VIB sale haul, and I went there about a week ago or so, and then I ended up going back again because long story short, I'm a rouge, so I get the 20% off. And you know when you really want something but you just can't justify buying it, and then Sephora hits you with that sale and then you're like, how can I not get it? You know? So I ended up going and I picked up a few things that I'm so excited about, and I've literally been eyeing them forever. So yeah, I'm really excited. I have my little bag over here with my little goodies. So I'm really excited to share them with you guys. I will also link everything that I mentioned down below in the description box in case you guys are interested. And then the last thing before I show you guys what I got, today's makeup look, all the products that I got besides one foundation because I bought 2 foundations, but everything that I bought I use in this makeup look, which will be out on my channel next week. If you're interested in seeing how I got this makeup look, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It should be out next Tuesday. So yeah, besides that, let's get started. I'm so excited. I've literally, every time I go into Sephora, so if y'all didn't know, I used to work at Sephora, and so now when I go into Sephora, they don't even know me as an employee that used to be there because a lot of people are new and whatnot. They just know me as someone who's always there. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I'm gonna start out with foundation first because I got 2 of them. Years ago, I used to use the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and this is what that looks like. I got it in the color Punjab, and I don't remember liking it. I'm pretty sure the last time I used it, I was thinking like there's so much better foundations out there. And then I went to Sephora, I was just browsing one of the days like a couple of months ago, and there was this girl working there, and she literally had the most beautiful skin I have ever seen in my entire life. I literally could not stop staring at her. She was so beautiful, and her skin was even more beautiful. It was insane. So I asked her what foundation she was wearing, and she told me she was wearing the NARS Sheer Glow. And so I kind of kept that in the back of my head because I have too many foundations for my liking, so I didn't justify purchasing it. But then they hit you with that sale, and the next thing you know, you're walking out with 4 bags. So I ended up picking this one up, and I wore this yesterday, and it's amazing. And the thing is, it's called Sheer Glow, but it's not a sheer finish. It's sheer in the glowness of it. It's pretty like medium coverage, and it's buildable. So I picked this one up. I love this so much, and I feel like the application of it is so beautiful, and it wears so well throughout the day and actually lasts throughout the day, which I love, because yesterday when I wore it, it was super hot and I was sweating literally profusely, and it still looked bomb. So definitely recommend this. I will leave my color down below too, just in case you guys are interested. But then the next foundation, this one's exciting. This is the one I'm wearing right now. It's the new Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus foundation. How many times did I just say foundation? But this is what that looks like. It's very sleek packaging. It's so beautiful. And it's actually reasonably priced for Natasha Denona because her stuff is like $1 million plus. And I'm pretty sure this was like 40, 42. I was expecting it to be a lot more pricey. But one thing about this foundation is that it separates. So you need to make sure you shake it. Like, do you hear that ball in there? So I would shake it before I use it. But it's really beautiful. If you are looking for a really nice full coverage foundation, but you still don't want to compromise the dewiness of your foundation, this I highly recommend. I don't know, you guys can't see it that well, which if anything speaks to this foundation. I have a lot of texture on this side of my face right now. For some reason have clogged pores, and this really does a beautiful job of concealing it, and it doesn't look like, it just doesn't accentuate my texture on my skin, which I really love. And the thing is, like, honestly, in the bigger scheme of things, not everyone has perfect skin or great skin. So to think to make a foundation that only applies for that beautiful model-like skin is just unrealistic. So I'm really happy that this works really well for people who want to do a little bit more covering up, but at the same time, they don't want their texture to show. So yeah, I picked this one up. So happy I did. Love the finish of it. And I love that you can use less and have a less coverage look if that's what you were going for. So this product is definitely not new. At least I don't think it is. So I've only had like a couple of NARS blushes in the past. I've had the NARS Orgasm blush, which is beautiful. And I had another one and I literally can't remember the name of it. It's been a really long time. But my sister and I were at Sephora and we were browsing through the makeup section, and we have this thing where every time we enter Sephora, we go section by section because we don't want to miss out on something. So we'll start with like Charlotte Tilbury, then go to NARS, then Laura Mercier, and then we literally browse the full store so that way we cannot forget anything. And so we passed by the NARS section and we're kind of just like looking around, and I saw that they had this liquid blush, and they have it in 3 colors, I'm pretty sure. They have it in the Orgasm, Torrid, and this one is called Dolce Vita. And the Orgasm one is really beautiful, but I just think that the blush, the powder blush version of it, just looks nicer when I swatch them on my hand. And the Torrid one was nice too, but I think it was too pink for me. So this one is Dolce Vita liquid blush, and it comes with a pump, which is really nice. And this goes a really, really long way. You guys will see in the tutorial next week. I used this blush on me for this look, and I over applied it because I did one pump and it was way too much. So I really love this. I love the finish of it, and I feel like it doesn't fade throughout the day, which is huge because I know some people's blush, like the first thing to go from their makeup is their blush. So yeah, this is really beautiful. I would just be careful with the application. I'd probably apply it on my hand first and then stipple it on with a brush, like a smaller brush, and then use a beauty blender and kind of blend it out, because I felt like the stippling brush just got really streaky and it over applied for me. So I would just keep that in mind, but it's a very, very beautiful color. So if you're in a Sephora in the next few months or so, I would definitely just swatch it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's so nice. And it's liquid. It's literally going to last you forever. And like, when do you ever finish a blush? So this is going to last you for a very, very long time. I'm so excited. So Fenty came out with these bronzers, I think a couple of months ago, and they're the Fenty Sun Stalker bronzers, and the packaging on this is absolutely beautiful. And okay, the thing that I love about the Fenty bronzers is there's literally more than one shade, which I feel like a lot of companies are doing. They only have one shade of product, but this is nice. I think they have 5 or 6, I'm pretty sure, like 5 or 6 different shades, so it's applicable and you can actually use it regardless of your skin tone, which I fucking love. So this is in the color Shady Biz, and this is the second lightest color in the range. So initially, so my sister ended up getting the color Shady Biz, and she's a lot lighter than I am, and she said that worked perfectly for her. So I was worried that this wouldn't show up on my skin because I am a little bit tanner than she is. But the third darkest color, which is the one I wanted to get, they didn't have it in store, but I could not leave without it. So I ended up just getting Shady Biz, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work out, it's cool, I can just return it. So I ended up trying it out, and the color is, it's perfect. I'm so happy I got this one, because if I didn't and I had gotten that third color, it wouldn't have worked out. It would have been too muddy, I feel like, on my skin. So Shady Biz, so if you have a similar complexion like me, I would definitely recommend doing Shady Biz. But if you're a little bit lighter, also the first color, the lightest one, seemed to work on a lot of people as well. So I would definitely check that out. But also the packaging is just so beautiful. It's so pretty. It's just pretty to look at, you know? So yeah, got that. So the last thing that I picked up, which I think is the most exciting part of this haul, honestly. So, okay, I love eyeshadow palettes, and I have no problem spending money on something that I know is really good quality. But like Natasha Denona, $103 for a palette, like that's kind of pushing it, you know what I mean? Like, I know her formula is bomb and everyone raves about how the formula is so buttery, it's so nice, but I just cannot think of justifying $130. Like, tell me 80, tell me 70, you know, we can talk, but 130 seems ridiculous, especially since I have a lot of other palettes and I've never used up a palette, you know what I mean? So anyway, apparently what had happened was that a lot of people were suggesting or recommending that she comes out with a palette that's more affordable for people to try Natasha Denona out. And so she ended up coming out with 2 palettes, the Sunrise palette and this other one, I don't know the name of it, and it's just smaller in ounces per shadow. So technically you're still paying the same price point, but it's just for a smaller amount, you know? But for me, that's totally fine because I will probably never finish a full palette and I really wanted to try out her shadows. long story short, I picked up the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, and this is the packaging. It's so sleek. I love it, and the colors are even more beautiful. So this is what the colors look like. They're very pink and yellow, which I'm so excited about. I also used this on my eyes today, so again, if y'all are wanting to see how I did this makeup look, stay tuned for next week. But the colors are really nice because I have my Modern Renaissance palette and it's more pink tone and has some browns in it, but this, there's literally no browns. It's all purples, pinks, yellows, oranges. Like you'll see here, see all those pinks, the yellows, like there's literally not a single brown in here. And I love that. I feel like I love getting products, like I love buying new makeup here and there, because I feel like you get so comfortable with your routine and so comfortable with how you wear your makeup and what palettes you use and what foundation you use and whatnot, that it becomes a little bit unmotivating and uninteresting. So I got this and I'm so happy I did. I just feel so re-inspired. I've used this palette the past 3 days and I love it so much, and you can create so many different looks to fit your style, and I'm just so pumped about it. It's literally such a beautiful palette. And $65 with 20% off. It's around like 52 bucks or something like that. See, now we're talking. That's a price point I'm willing to pay, you know? So anyway, that is basically all that I picked up from the Sephora VIB sale. Let me know what you guys picked up. Let me know what you guys think of these products. Have you used them before? And also, just for your information, the sale is going on till the 27th. So if you want to pick up last and final pieces, make sure you go in on the 27th because that's the last day. And yeah, that's basically all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some sort of inspiration or feel re-inspired to try things in that you already have that are like these in your collection, or you want to try new things, and that kind of gives you insight on which path to take. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you want to subscribe and you actually like this video. And besides that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!